Almost I thought it was a hair. It was just my it was just my neck. Good morning, my little coffee beans. So I'm gonna take you guys around vlog style. I have some things that I really need to get done. Like I need to change the oil in my car and get gas. And also 4 of my mugs have died this month. Blake actually, he was helping me and unloading the dishwasher and he broke the Anthropology mug with the stag on it. And then I got that mug again because I love that mug. And then we were on the couch and I always set my mug on the little lip and he bumped it and it broke again. And y'all, Blake was so sad. He felt so bad. I was like, hun, it's fine. Like, it's a funny story. And he was just like, he was so sad because he thought, he was so sad because I loved that mug and I like talked about it all the time. So he was really sad. And then at work, I have endometriosis, and so sometimes it gives me like it shoots pain through my spine. And I was holding my mug and it shot pain through my spine and I jerked and then my mug broke. And then another time I was just writing and I had it on a ledge and I like bumped it. I have superhero syndrome where it comes to coffee. I think that I'm never gonna bump it or break, and then I do. So I have tons of gift cards to Anthropology and Target, and part of being an introvert is I don't want to go out into the world and go shopping. I like cozy shopping from my home. So I am actually going to go out into the world and go shopping and bring y'all along and go get some mugs. But I wanted to show y'all something that I got on Amazon that has just made me so happy. And I wanted organizers so that I could put Blake just has like a tons of socks, like so many socks that we have a big drawer full of them and I cannot open the drawer. And he doesn't want to get rid of them. Early on in our marriage, I realized that if I threw things out that were his, like he saw that as disrespectful. So since then, I never throw anything of Blake's out. So he always has copious amounts of certain things, and I just find the space. I buy him more space. I move my stuff and make it work because I don't want him to feel disrespected. So anyway, I got these and I'll show you over here, but I actually put them one in our closet, but they came in a set of 3. And so, let's see, I'm gonna turn this. So I got these and we're kind of housing a bunch of stuff under here. It wasn't that the stuff was bad. There was just stuff there. And it was camera stuff and stuff. And it just feels so good to look at this and just like it so much. I think it looks so good. It just feels so much better. I don't like that cord. It's fine. It bothers me every time I film and I like see it and I'm like, eh. But every single morning I have what I call quiet time. I think it's one of those like Christian lingo things that I grew up knowing what quiet time was, and like the people in my life called it quiet time. And then in the real world, people are like, what's quiet time? And basically what it is it's just every single morning I have time set aside where I'm quiet, where it's just me and I can pray and read my Bible and then read other books. So every single morning I just pray and then I read. Right now I'm doing 1 Corinthians and Revelation, because that verse in Revelation that's talking about how those that read the words and those that listen to them are blessed, and that's the only time in the Bible it talks about how reading a book of the Bible will bless you. And so I'm like, okay, God, I could use some blessings. And then I'm reading this book and it's Keep Showing Up. And I'm actually doing a, now my head's blocking the annoying cord because I really hate that cord. My neighbor is my really, really good friend and she has the cutest little son and I love him maybe too much, but both of our husbands are in the same med school class. So we're doing a book club of the 2 of us and we're reading Keep Showing Up, and it's so good. And I love marriage books. I think you guys know this about me, but I have like a little obsession with marriage relationships. I think it's just so interesting. And I'm gonna show you, I made a raspberry cream cheese coffee cake for our book club and I'm so excited. I'm actually reading this again. My family in love got me this book and it's called Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking. And I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm an introvert, and there was so much information in here that just helped me so much and helped make sense of my world. Like, introverts are more often more highly reactive than extroverts. So the example they used was introverts, if they have music on in the car, they need to turn it down if they have to concentrate, whereas extroverts will fall asleep if they don't have any music. And Blake and I would always, on the way to church, he'd have music on. And I say that because it's like our consistent, I'll actually be in a car with him, and with med school, sometimes you don't see each other that often. And he would have music on, and I'd always have to ask him to repeat things. And I'd be like, Connor, are you mumbling? Are you really tired? I cannot understand you when you're talking. And I'd consistently be like turning the music down or off because I could not hear him, or I could hear him, but it just wouldn't register. It just baffled Blake. He did not know what was going on. He's like, I'm talking the exact same as I always do. And reading this book, I was like, oh my goodness, Blake, my highly reactive self was too overwhelmed with being in a car, seeing all the cars, hearing the music, and having a conversation. Whereas you were like, this is just normal. I could add 5 more things and be fine. So it's just so good. And I'm rereading it as well because I work with kiddos, and our world is so tailored to extroversion. And I'll probably have an introvert kid, and I love the idea of cozy corners. Or one example the book uses is how they used to have kids in rows in desks by themselves, and now they're in groups. And that, as a child, always overwhelmed me and stressed me out. My lower shelf of my bookshelf is just full with like marriage books because it's something that I'm passionate about and that I think is interesting. And so I always like reading a book on marriage just for fun, and like I like getting information, and I think it's good. So I'm rereading this one, and it's like a really easy, quick read. And then I always love reading like a fun, out of this world fantasy book, and I'm an early riser so that I have the quiet time that I need and that I love. It starts my day off right. Y'all, every single morning I drink at least a full cup of coffee. Also, look how cute this mug is. Someone got this mug for me, but I just like fill it up a little more, and then I stick it in the microwave for like 30 seconds. I like having piping hot coffee all the time. Also, this hot chocolate is by Hotel Chocolate, and it's an English brand, and I like it, but I add sugar. And then I also have been adding some amaretto creamer, which just puts it over the edge and makes it to die for. I'm gonna take you guys to go do some errands with me today, and I'm going to go get my oil changed, and I'm going to go to Jiffy Lube first to see if I can get my oil changed there. But y'all, there's nothing that makes me feel more adult than getting my oil changed myself, because my dad would always just change our oil, and so now I'm like, I'm such an adult. Quickly parked getting some gas, which was also on my to-do list today. So I just saw it and I was like, you know what? Opportunities here. I hate getting gas. It's one of those things that you just have to do. So I'm doing that real quick on my way to change my oil so I can feel like a true adult, because 2 car things in one day, that's, whew. Normally I just drink my coffee black, but I added sugar to it and all the energy, guys. But hopefully I won't crash until after shopping. So little quick tip while I'm parked for a minute, get the things you don't want to do out of the way first, and then I'm gonna do this super fun mug shopping that I've been looking forward to forever. I always suggest that you bring a book. So I'm rereading Quiet. I'm so happy to have a little book here because it's a minute, so. I cannot wait to show you my everyday white little mug, little cup and saucer that I got. I love cups and saucers. There's something so elegant and happy about it. And Blake will laugh because I love everyday white. God is so good. Not only did I find the kind of same style of mug that I love but it was in the 50% off section. Look how cute. Y'all, I just had such a successful shopping trip. Next, I'm gonna look for an eyebrow place because I really need to get my eyebrows waxed. Because I have my own waxer at home, but I need them like shaped properly and everything. Eyebrows grow back, and I've never had them threaded before. It was such an interesting experience, and I'm so glad I had it done. I had to show you my Anthropologie finds. So I got this absolutely beautiful, super flowy dress. I'll show a clip of me in the dressing room, and then you're gonna see how I styled this. I'm gonna wear it in Denver, so it'll be in that vlog styled. And then I found this mug actually on their 50% off place, and I love it. I had one of a stag that was just my favorite mug. I had two actually, and poor Blake broke both of them, so I'm really happy to have found this. And look how cute this little detailing is. Isn't that adorable? And then I had this perfume when I was younger, and it's just smells like vanilla, but it's so lovely. And Blake's not crazy about vanilla scent, so I got that for days that I'm not gonna be around him a lot, like for work. And it's not an overpowering scent, so it's perfect because I work with kiddos. And then y'all, oh my goodness. But I love a good saucer, especially because of how often I spill my coffee. Blake will be really happy about this. I got these on Amazon. This is the Ole Hendrickson Truth Serum, and it has vitamin C, and collagen doesn't work to boost the collagen in your face. It's just a great moisturizer, which is kind of funny. Why I got this is because it's great to use a vitamin C with your sunscreen because it makes your sunscreen work better. Vitamin C is also very brightening, but I'm using it mainly for the sunscreen benefits. And then I also got this, which I love, the nice Cinnamine Booster by Paula's Choice. And this is their azelaic acid with licorice and salicylic acid. And this is just great for acneic skin. And so I'm putting a little bit of this in my moisturizer at night. And I've absolutely been loving it and seeing such a difference. I used this as a spot treatment last night for a pimple, and it's completely gone. So I'm so impressed by this already. And then I ran out of my micellar water, and so I got the Bioderma, which is the best, like actually the best micellar water. It really works, and it's not just water with humectants in it, so it's fabulous. And then I saw this at Target. I had tons of Target gift cards, so I did like a little beauty spree as well as I got like a few things. I've wanted to try this for a while because I've heard that it's really wonderful for super oily skin types, and I have really, really oily skin and an oily scalp, which, you know, just makes sense. And then I also got this brush. I've been needing to get a new foundation brush, and this one just seemed wonderful to try out. The last thing that I got that's kind of fun, I got more clear nail polish because I don't like wearing colored nail polish just because it chips so quickly. And at this time in my life, having cute nails is not really an attainable goal. And then I'm gonna try this Mega Strength Hardener because my nails chip so easily, and you put this on as a base coat. So I'm really excited about this. I'm gonna try it out in a minute. Just made myself this hot chocolate, and it's so good. I made it with almond extract and the chocolate from the hot chocolate, and I added some sugar, and I used some almond milk, and it is just, oh, and I put a big scoop of vanilla ice cream, and it is absolutely dreamy. It's to die for.